Hey there, everyone. It's Dr. Yam, Keep It Simple Coach. And inside of today's content creation tips and more Facebook community, we are doing another live coaching session. How's everyone doing today? Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to continue on in our basics series. For those of you who don't know me, I am Dr. Yam, your Keep It Simple Coach. I am a practitioner, meaning I am running my own consulting business and been doing it for several years. This is actually year 7. Woohoo! And as well, I'm helping solopreneurs, freelancers, and coaches, or what we call micro small business owners that are new to launching their business and helping them to embrace content creations and marketing strategies that can help you to grow your business with a little help from me. So welcome everyone. For those of you, if you don't know where you can find us and the community, I want to invite you over to our content creation tips and more space, where you'll find us simply typing in our banner, which is smallbizsociety.com. You type that in, it'll take you straight to our Facebook group. Answer 3 simple questions and you are in like Flynn, and will have access to freebies, live coaching like this, as well as our special events that you'll have access to as well. So please take it a point to do that. And also, if you haven't already done so, I want to also invite you to visit my webpage over at keepitsimplecoach.info. That too is where you'll find my blog, and you'll also get access to events and other resources. And if you want to accelerate your process, you could get a one-on-one coaching session with me, and we'll help it get there even quicker. So do know that you have access to that. So today we're going to continue on the basics. And today we're focusing on what the heck is the difference between marketing versus managing social media, and why do you need to know the difference? Why is it beneficial for you? And we're going to break that down. And then I've got a little opportunity for you guys. I'm super, super excited about a special project I've been working on. I want you guys to be a part of it. You're going to get like inside this, like behind the scenes before it goes public. Well, we're not going public like IPO public, but you get my point. I'm just super happy about it. That's all I can say. So I'll be talking and sharing that opportunity with you guys at the end of the session. So please stay tuned for that as well. So let's answer the question. Is there a difference between social media marketing and social media management? What's the difference? Why is there a difference, and why do I need to know? Well, let's start with some of the basics. When we think about both social media marketing and social media management, yes, they are different. They each have a role. So it's important for you to understand that between the two, that you two can facilitate both. They kind of work hand in hand with one another. I'm pulling up my notes. Give me one sec. And what's important to know is when we think about that in the context of content marketing and methods, that all of these pieces and parts really kind of fold into one another. So it's also important for you to be mindful of it. And sometimes the terminologies can get a little yucky, and that's okay. Hold on one second. My little screen did a blip on me. So now I'm trying to figure out, where did my notes go? Did it go? Okay, maybe they went here. Sorry, guys. Sometimes the best of things get switched around, but I think, yeah, it didn't. It went away. Okay, hold on. There we go. Did it go? I think we're right here. Nope, it did. It keeps scrolling around on my screen, on my notes. That's so crazy. Hold on one second, guys. I'm sorry for the interruption. But sometimes my screen doesn't want. I know I had my little notes here, and now they're not being nice to me, which is not always a good thing. Here we go. All right. All right. So, difference between social media marketing versus social media management. What's the difference if there is any? So, let's go through some of those details. And I'm going to also make sure that this is in the proper space. So, let me just do one other thing here so I can make sure share my screens when they're needed. That you guys will be able to see everything, because sometimes, here we go. There we go. That's better. Sorry for that interruption. I apologize. Editing it out. All right. So one of the things to know is that both are important. Social media management, social media marketing may sound similar, but they're really not. But they each have a role. Sometimes they work in connection with each other. And the other thing is that we spend so much time on it. So social media as a platform is where your audience is and where that ongoing conversations. When we talk about content marketing, we're always talking about that this is that ongoing conversation that you get to have with your ideal avatar, your ideal client, right? And so doing that means that your audience is going to be on social media more often than not. And it's how you show up inside of those platforms that's going to make the difference. This is especially true for the where you're hanging out. So whether it's Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or TikTok for that matter, you want to be able to hang out where you're going to connect with your intended audience so that that's where they're spending their time. So if you haven't already determined who your ideal customer is, that you, based on your niche and who you're having that conversation with, then you need to know, well, where are those people hanging out? And that's, you have to be in all of them. You don't get good at one spot and move on, as I've noted in the past. But you also want to be able to have that ongoing conversation where you are adding value, that you are providing relevant content that is going to resonate with your intended audience so that they can start to know, like, and trust you. And also that you want to make sure that you're using both marketing and management tools, but there is a bit of a difference. So let's go through both of them. So when we think about social media management, we're talking about just that. This is where you're involving the accounts, your business accounts, not your personal ones for the sake of business, your business accounts on any of those social platforms, where you're creating, where you are publishing, and where you are monitoring, yes, monitoring on those platforms. And you're managing that engagement, that you're interacting with your audience, right? Because they are liking or, commenting on your posts. They're giving you some type of feedback. You're able to maintain the information. This also includes, by the way, your profile. And sometimes we might need to do a little update, just like today. I had the awesome pleasure. I'm working with a style coach as I'm trying to improve myself in appearance and how I show up. And the same thing has to do with your profile inside of those social platforms. So we'll bring an expert in to kind of talk about how can you optimize your social platform information in your profiles in a later date. But just know that that too is included in that. Hey, Tammy, great to see you as well. Awesome. Always great to see my friend Tammy. She is an awesome promotional expert. And so anyone looking for promotioning for your business, and if you aren't doing that, that's another piece of the puzzle when we talk about marketing and showing up and having that ongoing conversation and being able to leave behind your presence and the value that you're bringing to your audience. And Tammy is your girl, your gal, that can really help you to brighten out and show value and show gratitude for your customers and for them being able to making those connections with you. Plus, it's just kind of fun. I always love to create my leave behinds, the things that are always going to be there when I'm not there. That's the whole thing about promoting your business. And it comes in all varying types. Just don't feel as though content marketing, digital marketing, there's direct marketing marketing as well. So all of these players have a piece in the pie, and you can take advantage of all of them. So always good fun for that. Okay, that's part of my spiel. But going on with the story, your social media management also includes wherever you're doing levels of engagement. Could be when you're doing your contest, things along those. So that's where you're managing the dynamics of the interface between you and your intended audience. Your social media management also ensures that, again, you're showing up, you're being present, you're being intentional, and most important, you're being authentic. Nobody wants a fakie. You got enough fake people out there already. Okay. Don't add to the population. But do show up in your authentic self. Remember, your biz story and why you do what you do is what's going to resonate and connect with your intended audience. All of that plays a part in managing the content and the creation and the publishing is on the management side, and that you have a platform in which you're able to do all of this, which I'm going to talk about at the end. So please stick around, and an opportunity you're going to have to find what a space and what I like to call your new Zen space for your social media management. Super duper excited about that. Now, let's talk about social media marketing. When you think of marketing, everybody thinks of sell, sell, sell. And yes, there's a place for this, as there is everything else, and everything in moderation. But social media marketing is exactly what it means. You are using your business social accounts to be very specific or intentional about marketing, showing up, sharing your knowledge, your expert through by way of your services or by way of your product, and in order for you to grow your business. And your social media management focused on the use of your accounts being that creation piece, but in the marketing side is where you get to focus more on the executing of that strategy, that you're generating your leads, you're making those connections where you can take them down your buyer's journey so that they can know, like, and trust you. And that's kind of like almost like phase two, right? So there's the content creation, which is your social media posts, and you're creating and you're publishing and you're getting out there. And then you have to engage and maintain that communication with them inside of the management side, right? But what you're putting out there for the intended purpose of making sales by way of that journey and the know, liking, and trust you and getting your brand awareness and all out there, that's on the marketing side. And that you're doing that to execute a plan to get those leads. And not that every lead's going to convert to a sale, but the more generation of leads that you get, the more likely you are to generate sales. That's kind of just the law of numbers. And so when you're creating, or rather when you're doing your social media marketing, you are creating and publishing your content with a specific purpose. You want to engage those that audience member that's visiting your website or visiting the social media post, and you're able to direct them somewhere, either to a landing page or to a web page. Okay, that's where the marketing comes in. So remember that in the social balance, as I call it, in you understanding those 6 key components or categories of types of social posts that you have out there, you also have an ability to show how you are able to make those connections and connect with them and follow them, so that then you can expand and make those sales in and of themselves. So, do they both need to exist? Definitely. Do they counter each other? No, but they certainly complement each other. And it's a process, as everything else in this world. It's all centered around a process. And so it's how you're using your management platform, as well as is how you then leverage the content so that you are marketing and making those content connections with the intent of generating a lead and making a sale. So I want to just circle back to the one comment that I made. When you're making particular social posts, on your management side and you're creating and you're publishing, there will be some instances when the intent is just that. I want to engage you enough to redirect you to a specific place for more information or to get the sale, be it a product page and they want to buy, or it's a landing page where they're going to sign up for an event, or it could be to go to your blog. All of your social posts are not intended for that. Remember, balance. And so when it comes to from a marketing perspective, then those particular social posts that are intended for the lead generation and for you to redirect them, that's where your marketing leg kind of comes into play. So I hope that makes sense. So does it take both of them to make the magic happen? Yes, it does. And what type of and having a process and a plan is also what's important in order to do that. So speaking of speaking of a plan and a place, as I like to call it, what is your plan? Where is your place? There are lots of tools out there when it comes to social media management. And I've recognized that over the years, I started out, didn't even know anything about no social media marketing. Didn't know nothing. I didn't even know what a blog was, but until I had to start my own webpage and get things started as a contractor, and then I grew my business into consulting, it became important that I had a presence and a space that people could recognize me and know where my work, and I had my validation, right? Because my resume is one thing, but you got to have more proof than that, than just a resume if you're running a business. No matter if you are a one-man show, you need to have a good website that has good content and that you're directing people to that place so that they can learn more about what you do. And that's that also social proof and with respect to the knowing, liking, and trusting you. I cannot get a $500,000 contract unless people know that I have the wherewithal, the team, and the expertise. And you can't put all that on a social post. You got to be able to show your intended customers the meat, right? Like, where's the beef? I might be dating myself on that comment. Oh Lord. Anyway. And so you got to be able to redirect them at times when you're in the selling stage. You want to be able to redirect them because you cannot do everything inside of a social post. And also I'm talking about the fact that this is content and posts that are not paid posts. So we're still working from an organic standpoint as well. And there again is another opportunity. So that being said, that is the difference. Social media management versus social media marketing. I hope I answered that question well enough and that you get it. If you don't get it, put a comment in the question here inside or leave me one inside of a direct message as well so you can do that. Now, here is the opportunity. I'm super excited. Okay. So I did share with you a little bit on my anniversary day that we were working on a special project and we're still working on it. And we're moving along. We're just moving along. I'm so super psyched. And I'm also really blessed because I have really great people that are helping me to get this done. It's always been my desire to just want to always add value and bring solutions to people. And we're at that space. And I took an idea and now we're taking it to another level. And that is a platform, a space where you'll be able to do just what we just talked about, social media management, and where you'll also be able to house, if you want to, your social media marketing strategies and all the pieces and parts that kind of go along with it. So what does this really mean? Well, for today's idea, we are at the point, we're at beta stage, meaning that we've developed enough of the platform that is operational. It's working and designed with all the pieces and parts. I don't want to get too techie on you, but it's working and it's operating and it's up. And they did a really good job on that. And where we are right now is a time where I need tire kickers. And what I mean by that is I can look at it, just like everything else. If you look at something too long, you think everything's beautiful. Somebody else comes in and was like, that picture's crooked. And he was like, it is? And so I need some tire kickers to help look at the picture and help make sure that what we're looking at, that if it is crooked, how do we fix it? and get some feedback from you guys with respect to that. So I am sharing with you an opportunity for you to do just that. I'm looking for some tire kickers. I'm actually looking for, where's my little note, 7 volunteers to help with a new platform beta test on our social platform. And I'm going to give you a quick little snippet. Let me see if I can. Oh, I think I was able. Let me see if it's going to let me do it here. Yeah. Okay. So the intent is I have an opportunity to help people gain your social balance, to find that zen, that social management balance between the marketing, the content, the creating, the publishing, the monitoring, all in one space that is specially designed for solopreneurs, freelancers, and coaches, and small startup agencies, one-man operation agencies as well. But we're really focusing on solopreneurs and things right now. And so we have social balance. And I'm loving the name. And kudos to my sister for that in the graphics design department. And we are ready to take on the first step. And what that means is tire kickers. I need some help for people to come in and help to review the platform, give me some feedback. So here's what I'm looking to do. I'm looking for 7 people to give me 7 consecutive days to post in the platform at least once or twice a day and give me feedback and use of the platform for free. And there'll be some other incentives I'm building up as well. So we're going to train you on the platform, give you, and in exchange, we're just looking for you to give us 7 days messing with the platform to create and publish and do a little monitoring of your social posts, and also just to give you the lay of the land of what we've built out so far, get your feedback, and then we're going to be taking it to the next level, which is going to be our pre-launch. And there'll be an opportunity for those of you who want to be early adopters of the platform to take advantage of a special pricing that's going to be coming up as well. So do look for that. Let me make sure I'm commenting. All right. Yes, Tammy already said she's in. Awesome. I got you slated down. So here's the link. I'm going to pop it in here for you. And for those of you who are watching this in a recording, I'm looking for 7 people to commit for 7 days. You're going to get a training, go for 7 days. If that's something that you can do and you can commit to doing, I wanted to get a good combination of people. So both product and service-based people that could do it. I don't care when you do it, obviously, because you're scheduling and all of that, but it needs to be within the same 7-day window that I'll be talking in more detail about. So here's what I'm going to do. Here's the link. I'm going to also copy it into, let me see if I can do this. I'm going to put it inside of the, save. So, wrong one. For those of you who are listening on the podcast, you're going to go to bit.ly, /balance weight, BALANCEWAIT, weight, not the weight, that weight. Okay. So you're going to click here. I'm going to put it inside of the comments here as well. So give me 1 second, guys. Here's just the link. Click on it. You'll get to a page. I don't know if I can show the page. Let's see if I can do that real quick. I think I can. Let me do a share screen real quick. Yeah, okay. Let me do a quick share screen so you can see what I see. Okay, we'll do a share screen and share a tab. And which one is it? I think I got this one. Let's see if this is it. There it is. Yay, I got the right one. Okay, you'll get to this landing page. Okay, when you click on the link I just shared, You'll get to a page. It's going to say create, publish, and monitor your social content with Social Balance. And if you click where it says prices and plans, if you click on it, you're going to get a pop-up and you will see that there's nothing to see. There's no prices. There's no plans, but you get on the wait list. And so the first 7 people who get on the wait list are going to be part of my special beta. That's how we're working it. So simply fill in your email and your name, and just make sure you also do your reCAPTCHA. So I know that, we don't get no spammers out there. Believe it or not, we always get spammers. But simply fill out your name and your email, and I'll know that as a result of watching this particular video, because no one else has seen this yet. So that's why I know who's signing up, that you want to be in beta, and I will follow up with you in a direct message as well. So there we go. So again, go to bit.ly/balance weight. And there is where you're going to be able to sign up to be one of my beta testers, as I like to call it. Super duper excited. Again, the first 7, I'm going to do it for 7 days. And then just give me, I'm going to do video feedback as well as some written feedback. And it'll just be kind of coaching and making sure everything's working okay. That's where we are right now. And then we're in beta, and we are going to be taking it to pre-launch. Our goal is to be able to do a soft launch and open it up to the first 100 subscribers at a super duper low rate. And then we're going to take it from there and do some other incentives. But most importantly, this is designed for people like you, the one woman, one man, one person show that is serious about working during their business and want to grow it, and they need a tool that's going to help them to do it. And so what we've done is, by way of research and best practices and knowing what works and giving you a platform that lets you do just that. And the nice thing too, just to give you a little bit of an insight, is that let's see, where's my screen again? Keeps leaving me. Part of the platform and what we've been able to create for you guys, I can't show it on the screen right now, but it's going to be where all those platforms that we talked about, your LinkedIn, your Twitter, your Facebook, your Instagram, your Pinterest, even Google, I'm not saying this right, but your Google store, your Google page, YouTube, and you'll even be able to integrate your RSS feed. You'll be able to connect your Google Drives. And my super duper favorite thing in the whole wide world about this platform that I'm super duper excited about is, and Tammy, you're going to love this. Wait for it. Canva. You're going to be able to connect your Canva with your social media management account. So you won't be able to jump in and out anymore. You will have to all in one space. So that was like my total super duper wish list that I wanted, and I was able to get, because I was like, if I can't have that, I don't want it. I don't want to do it. And we were able to make that happen. So I'm super, super excited about that. And, some of the other benefits, obviously, that are going to be coming down the pipe, that those of you who are part of the 7-day trial are going to also benefit from. But again, it's a place where you're going to be able to manage your categories and your hashtagging. You'll be able to also, it's designed for multiple people. So having a team, and at least, well, in the solopreneur world, you and your VA, you'll be able to do that, but you'll be able to schedule your posts. You'll be able to repurpose. You could do drip campaigns. You can even do some triggers in setting some things up when it comes to your publishing, which are really awesome and nice. And you'll also be able to manage your content and being able to have those conversations all in one space, and being able to work with your intended audience as people are engaging with your social platforms, that you're going to be able to do everything in one space. That was also super duper important. I was always thinking about this from the context of, how can I make things easier for people who are working so hard and wanting to work a business for themselves and be their own boss and all those other things. And how is it that we can make that happen in a space that is giving you the power of an agency, but not the cost of all those agency-like features and functions. So I think that was one of the benefits or one of the whys behind why we're doing what we're doing. And then, of course, you're going to be able to run reports, which is also critical. The monitoring stage. I know everybody loves to create and get engaged and talk with their customers, but the data don't lie, and you got to be able to use it as well. And just like in my consulting firm, we work with school districts, and we're always talking about data, and it's the data that makes the world go around with respect to why we're going to do what changes we're going to do, how we're going to help kids. And so the same holds true. How are you going to look at your data and how you're going to be able to help your business as well? So just know that those are going to be some of the things that are coming on. But yeah, Tammy said, I knew it should not. I knew she was going to be excited about Canva. She is becoming the Canva creator as well. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else I could tell you. And then we'll be building it out so that those of you who are freelancers who are actually freelancing for an agency level social media, if you're social media managers, this tool is also going to be awesome for you. We're going to be working out a super duper deal for that's going to be part of our second rollout as well. And so do know that that's coming, and looking forward to being able to serve you and those of you who are in that niche and expertise. So we're super duper excited about it. And I've got to say, I got great partners. That's all I'm going to say. Just a great group of people who are dedicated to a quality work and making things happen. And there'll be opportunities where we're going to be expanding and getting better and building out the platform. But right now it's looking pretty damn good, I got to say. So I'm super duper happy and excited about it. So again, enough on that. I wanted to just give you that opportunity in that share. So I'm going to put the link back up real quick. And let's see here. So I want those of you to help me help others gain their social balance, and that social balance is coming up really soon. Looking for the feedback from you guys, and that we are looking for 7 volunteers. And the way in which you can participate in this beta test is to visit right here in this link, bit.ly/balance weight, BALANCEWAIT, for those of you who are listening and can remember all that. But the link's inside of the feed as well. And if nothing else, just direct message me. I'll be more than happy to send it to you as well. But the first seven people, that's all I got room for. And you'll be good to go. And if you don't get in, you're going to be on a wait list. So when we go to pre-launch, you're going to get notified first, because you want to be first in, because first in means you're going to get the bonuses, you're going to get the benefits, the bennies. And so that's always fun and exciting as well, because we're going to be coming in at a reduced price before we go to our full release. And so if you come in, if you're one of our first 100 and you come in during our pre-launch window, then you're going to get an advantage of pricing there. So that's going to be also super duper exciting. And all the little benefits and some bonuses we're building up for that. So do know that that's also going to be coming. Tammy said there's only 6 now. That's so funny. Thank you, Tammy. Tammy is my partner in crime. She's going to make it happen. But yeah, we're really super duper excited. I am. This is, I've worked with software and implementations in the past in my work in technology, but this is my first baby in a sense. So I'm super duper excited. And I wanted to bring it inside of this space because this is who it's for. Having been in your shoes and still in your shoes. I work my business every day. And so it's important. And I just feel as though this is going to be something that I can add to help other people in a big way. And so I'm just super excited about it. So thank you, everybody. Anyway, that's all for now inside of content creation tips and more. And for those of you, if you haven't already done so, please join our community. We're expanding and growing, and I'd love to know what it is that you need to know more about. You're going to be hearing, oh, by the way, I almost forgot. Okay, so we're going to be coming up with our 2 events that are coming. I'll have the dates posted in a moment. So first one is going to be a 5-day challenge. It's the Build Your Audience of Buyers on Social Media. This is a 5-day challenge. I think it's 5 days so far. It looks like 5 days. It's a 5-day challenge for you to really, again, kind of do a good reset and how making sure you kind of crossing T's and dotting I's. And so we're going to walk through that process together. I'm going to take you through each day and how is it that you can prepare and get building your audience of buyers inside of within your social media platforms and being able to do that over 5 days. So please look for that inside of the group. And we'll also be coming up very shortly is a boot camp on content design essentials. And again, this is for our members and anyone else who is a solopreneur, freelancer, or coach, or I might call a micro small business owner. When you're going to learn the best practices for designing a content experience that's going to engage your readers and achieve your goals at the same time. So this is, again, foundationary to content creation is making sure that your content by way of blogs, and this is also applying not only to blogs, but your sales pages and everything else are going to be in there as well. So just know that this is a wonderful course that we have coming up, and looking forward to spending some time with you and helping you build your skills in that area as well. Okay, now I'm done. So thank you very much, everybody, for coming on. And if you're watching this as a recording, thank you for watching the recording. If you're listening to this on the podcast, thank you for listening to the podcast. If you want to reach out to me, always know you can direct message me inside of Facebook or on Twitter for that matter. And as I say all the time, let's get busy.